Disclaimer: This BTS fanfiction is purely a work of fiction created by a fan for entertainment purposes. This content is not intended to infringe on any copyrights or trademarks. The soft hum of the air conditioning filled the air as director Kang, a seasoned filmmaker known for his romantic dramas, sat at his expensive oak desk, sifting through the final details of his latest project. Opposite him sat Kim Taehyung, the most popular and awarded actor of the generation, whose presence alone could make any film a blockbuster. Taehyung's relaxed posture contrasted with the focused intensity in his eyes as he listened to the director's vision for their upcoming film. Director Kang: This project is different, Taehyung. It's a romantic drama, but with a depth that I believe will resonate with the audiences. I could not imagine anyone else in the lead role but you, his voice laced with excitement. Taehyung: Thank you, Director Kang. I'm honored to be a part of it, smiled modestly. Director Kang nodded, pleased. Director Kang: We are still waiting for our female lead to arrive. I'm sure you'll be impressed with her. Vine is a rising star, one of the leading actresses right now. Taehyung's curiosity was piqued, but before he could respond, the door to the office opened, and Vine stepped in. She was dressed casually in jeans and a white blouse, her natural beauty making an immediate impression. Her eyes sparkled with determination, though there was a hint of nervousness as she approached. Oh, Vine, come in, come in. This is Taehyung, your co-star. Director Kang greeted warmly, standing up to welcome her. Vine smiled politely, extending her hand. It's an honor to work with you, Taehyung-si. I have admired your work for a long time. Taehyung shook her hand, his touch firm but gentle. Taehyung, the honor is mine, Yuan-si. I have heard great things about you. I'm looking forward to our collaboration. They all settled down and Director Kang began discussing the details of the film. Director Kang: This is a romance movie, he explained. So there will be intimate scenes, including kissing. I wanted to make sure you both are comfortable with that. Vine's heart skipped a bit at the mention of kissing scenes. She had never done one before, and the thought of it made her anxious. But she quickly composed herself, knowing this was a big opportunity. I understand, Director. I will do my best. Director Kang smiled, sensing her nerves but appreciating her professionalism. Good. I have no doubt you will both be amazing. Let's make this a film to remember. The meeting continued, and by the end of it, they all felt confident about the project. The first day of filming arrived quickly, and the set buzzed with energy as the crew prepared for the first few scenes. Ryan and Taehyung were professional, their chemistry on screen natural and captivating, but there was still a sense of distance between them, especially with the more intimate scenes looming on the schedule. Meanwhile, in another part of the studio, Jungkook was making his way down an empty hallway when he bumped into someone, causing him to drop the stack of scripts he was carrying. Oh, I'm so sorry, a cheerful, bubbly voice exclaimed as a girl with the bright eyes and an apologetic smile bent down to help him pick up the papers. Jungkook looked up, momentarily stunned by the beautiful woman in front of him. It's okay, he mumbled, feeling his face heat up. It was my fault. I was not looking where I was going. The girl giggled, her laughter infectious. No worries, I'm Sana, Wine's manager. And you are? Jungkook, I am Taehyung's manager, he replied shyly, trying to avoid her gaze. Ah, so we are both in charge of keeping the stars out of trouble, huh? Sana teased, her eyes twinkling mischievously. Jungkook chuckled, his shyness making it difficult for him to look her in the eye for too long. Yeah, I guess so. Sana leaned in closer, her tone playful. You seem a bit shy, Jungkook, but that's okay. I like shy guys. Jungkook's ears turned pink at her bold statement. Thanks. He stammered, unsure of how to respond to her forwardness. Sana smiled brightly, finding his awkwardness endearing. Well, it was nice bumping into Jungkook. I'm sure we'll see each other around. As she walked away, Jungkook could not help but steal a glance at her retreating figure, his heart beating faster than usual. He was not sure what had just happened, but he knew one thing for certain. Sana had quite left an impression. As the shooting schedule progressed, the day arrived for the first kissing scene between Wine and Taehyung. Despite her earlier resolve, Wine could not shake her nerves. Standing on set, her heart raced as they rehearsed the scene in her mind. The atmosphere on set was charged with anticipation, everyone eager to see how the two leads would handle the intimate moment. As Vine had never kissed anyone on camera before, and the thought of doing it in front of so many people, especially with someone as renowned as Taehyung, was overwhelming. Taehyung noticed her unease and approached her, his voice gentle. Vine, are you okay? You seem a bit nervous. She nodded, taking a deep breath. I am. I have never done a kissing scene before, and I don't want to mess it up. Taeyong smiled reassuringly. It's okay to be nervous. We will take it slow. And if you are uncomfortable at any point, just let me know, okay? Wine nodded, appreciating his kindness, but as the director called action and they leaned in for the kiss, Wine got flustered by the closeness of Taeyong and she pulled back at the last moment, her face flushed with embarrassment. I'm sorry, she whispered, unable to meet Taeyong's eyes. Taeyong shook his head, his voice soft and understanding. It's okay, Wine. We'll try again when we're ready. After a couple of failed attempts, Director Kang decided to take a break. Wine walked off the set, feeling embarrassed and frustrated with herself. Sana quickly rushed over to console Wine, pulling her into a comforting hug. Hey, it's okay. First times are always tough. You will get through this. Wine shied, leaning into her friend's comforting embrace. I just don't want to mess this up. Everyone is counting on me. Sana grinned, a teasing glint in her eye. I think part of the problem is that you have got a bit of a crush on Taeyang. Sana, I do not. Wine cheeks flushed. Sana laughed, clearly enjoying her friend's reaction. Come on, Wine. It's written all over your face. And honestly, who could blame you? He is Taeyong for crying out loud. Wine groaned, covering her face with her hands. I just, I don't know how to act normal around him. Sana patted her back reassuringly. Don't worry, you will figure this out. Just take it one step at a time. Meanwhile, on the other side of the set, Jungkook had been chatting with Taehyung, who was taking the break to relax. Jungkook, meanwhile, could not resist teasing Taehyung as they took a break. Young, what happened? You're usually so smooth. Not helping Jungkook. Taehyung shot him a playful glare. Jungkook grinned, his tone light. Come on, Hyung. You are the king of romance. Just work your magic. Taeyong rolled his eyes but could not help the small smile tugging at his lips. I'm trying, Cook, but Wine is different. This is not just another co-star. Jungkook raised an eyebrow. His interest piqued. Oh, so you are saying you actually like her? Taeyong hesitated, a flicker of uncertainty crossing his face. I don't know, maybe. Young, Wine is really nervous around you. It's kind of cute. Jungkook's teasing grin widened. Taeyong just smiled at his observation and steal a glance towards Wine while smiling. It's a lunch break and the cast and crew are gathered around relaxing. Jungkook sits at a table, quietly eating while Sana plops down beside him with a tray, a mischievous grin on her face. Jkff, I have been wondering something, glancing up nervously. What's that? How is it that every time I see you, you get cuter? Are you secretly practicing in front of the mirror? Jungkook chokes slightly on his drink, his ears turning red as he looks away. I don't, I'm not laughing. Relax, I'm just teasing. But seriously, how are you still single? I, I guess I'm waiting for the right person, mumbling. Sana raises an eyebrow, clearly into good, and leans in closer. And what if the right person is sitting next to you right now, blushing deeper? I don't know, maybe. Sana chuckles, enjoying the way she makes him squirm, but there is something in his eyes that tells her he is serious, even if he is shy about it. The kissing scene was postponed and director Kang called Taehyung to his office after the day's filming wrapped up. Taehyung, I need your help out Ryan. His tone serious. She's a fantastic actress, but I think her nerves are getting in the way. I want you to help her feel comfortable to make her fall in love with the role with you. You want me to make her fall in love with me? Surprised. Not really, the director clarified. But you know what I mean. Help her get into the character. If she can believe in romance, the scenes will come naturally. Taehyung considered the request. It was not something he would normally do, but if it would help Ryan and the filming, he was willing to try. Alright, I will do it. That weekend, Taehyung asked Ryan out for dinner, suggesting they spend some time together to get to know each other better. Ryan, still nervous around him but eager to improve their on screen chemistry, agreed. They decided to go undercover, donning hats and masks to avoid being recognized. Taehyung took Ryan to his favorite spots, quiet, cozy places where they could relax and talk without interruption. They shared stories from their childhoods, laughed over silly anecdotes, and discovered common interests. By the time the evening drew to a close, Ryan found herself feeling more at ease with Taehyung. He was kind, attentive, and had a way of making her feel special without even trying. As they walked through a park under the moonlight, Taehyung turned to her, his expression serious yet tender. Ryan, I want to be honest with you, he began, his soft voice. I have really enjoyed spending time with you tonight. You are not just an amazing actress, you are a wonderful person, and I would like to get to know you better, not just for the movie, but because I like you. Ryan's heart skipped a beat. She had admired Taeyong from afar, but hearing him say that he liked her too felt like a dream. I like you too, Taeyong, she admitted, her voice barely above a whisper. Taeyong's face lit up with a genuine smile. Then, would you be my girlfriend? Ryan blushed, her shyness making her look even more endearing. Yes, I would love that. They shared a sweet, innocent forehead kiss under the stars, sealing their new relationship, but they agreed to keep it a secret, not wanting to complicate the dynamics on set. As filming continued, Ryan and Taeyong's relationship blossomed in secret. They held hands behind the scenes, exchanged loving glances when no one was looking, and supported each other through the challenges of the production. Meanwhile, Jungkook and Sana's interactions had become a highlight of the set. Sana's bubbly, over-the-top personality was a perfect contrast to Jungkook's shy, reserved nature. She loved teasing him, finding joy in making him blush. Jungkook is standing by the coffee station watching Taeyong and Wine rehearse. Sana, with a clipboard in hand, walked over to him with a bounce in her step. Hey, Mr. Serious, you know, if you smile more, you might actually make the sun jealous. Nervously chuckles. I smile. I'm starting to think you're only shy around me. Is it because I'm too much for you? Blushing and shaking his head. No, no, it's not that. You're just more expressive than most people. Expressive, huh? That's your polite way of saying I talk too much, isn't it? No, no, I actually like how you talk. It's refreshing. I knew it. You like me already. Stammering, trying to hide his flustered expression. I didn't say that. End point of view. After several weeks of secretly dating and growing closer, the time came to finally film the kissing scene that had been delayed. This time Wine felt different, more confident, more connected to Taeyong. She knew she could do it, especially with him by her side. As the cameras rolled, the chemistry between them was undeniable. Their kiss was passionate, tender, and filled with the real emotions they had developed for each other. The crew watched it in awe, captivated by the intensity of the moment. Even director Kang, who had seen countless romantic scenes in his career, was impressed by how genuine it felt. When the scene finally ended, everyone on set erupted into applause, and the young pulled Wine into a warm embrace, whispering in her ear, "You were amazing." Wine smiled, her heart soaring. "So were you." Few days later, one day as Sana was chatting with some of the staff boys, Jungkook could not help but feel a pang of jealousy. The way they laughed at her jokes and complimented her made his protective instincts flare up. He approached them, his usual shyness momentarily forgotten. Sana, can I talk to you for a second? Jungkook asked, his tone a little more serious than usual. Sana turned to him, a playful smile on her lips. Sure, Jungkook, what's up? As soon as they were alone, Jungkook took a deep breath, trying to find the right words. I I don't like it when other guys flirt with you. Sana's eyes widened in surprise, but then she broke into a grin. Oh, is someone getting jealous? Jungkook's face turned bright red. I care about you, okay? I don't want anyone else to make you feel uncomfortable. Sana's expression softened. Touched by his concern, she reached out and took his hand, giving it a reassuring squeeze. Don't worry, Jungkook. You're the only one I'm interested in. Jungkook looked at her, relief was washing over him. Really? Sana nodded, her playful demeanor giving way to sincerity. Really? You're sweet, kind, and you make me smile like no one else. I like you, Jungkook. A lot. Jungkook's heart swelled with happiness. I like you too, Sana. She leaned in, her voice dropping to a whisper. Then maybe you should kiss me? Jungkook's eyes widened, but before he could react, Sana closed the distance between them, pressing her lips to his in a quick, playful kiss. When she pulled back, Jungkook was left speechless, his heart racing. Sana giggled at his flustered expression. You're too cute, Jungkook. But seriously, don't worry about those other guys. I'm all yours. Jungkook smiled, feeling a new sense of confidence. And I'm all yours, Sana. One evening, Taehyung and director Kang were discussing the progress of the film when the director expressed his gratitude. Taehyung, I can't thank you enough for helping Ryan. Proposing to her was a brilliant move. It's really brought out the chemistry we needed. Unbeknownst to them, Ryan had been passing by the office and overheard the conversation. Her heart sank as she listened, her mind reeling with the realization that Taehyung's feelings for her might have been nothing more than an act to get the scene right. Feeling betrayed and heartbroken, Wine fled the building, tears streaming down her face. It began to rain as she walked aimlessly through the city, her thoughts a chaotic mess. She eventually stopped, pulling out her phone to call Sana. Jungkook's apartment. Meanwhile, Sana was in Jungkook's apartment. She was lying on the couch, her head in Jungkook's lap as they watched a movie. Cook, do you think Taehyung and Wine are serious about each other? She asked, her tone curious. Jungkook smiled, running his fingers through her hair. I think so. Young doesn't usually get this close to his co-stars. It's different with Wine. Then Sana noticed her phone buzzing. She picked the call, watching Wine name displaying on it. Hello? Wine? Casually. Sana. Wine's voice was shaky as she spoke. He doesn't really love me. It was all just for a movie. Sana immediately grew concerned. What? What? Where are you? And what happened? And explained everything, her voice breaking as she cried. I feel so stupid, Sana. I really thought he loved me. Sana's protective instincts kicked in. Why? Listen to me. Don't jump to conclusions. You need to talk to him directly. Find out the truth. Cook, overhearing the conversation, tried to offer some comfort. Why Taehyung really cares about you? I have seen it myself. Sana, however, was less calm as she turned to Jungkook, her eyes blazing with anger. Wait a minute. Did you know about this? And you did not tell me? Cook's eyes widened in panic as he realized he was in trouble. Jungkook, Sana, baby, calm down. But Sana was not having it. She chased him through the apartment. You knew, and you didn't say anything. You are in big trouble, Jungkook. Jungkook tried to dodge her, but his attempts were in vain as Sana tackled him onto the couch. How dare you hide this from me, you little bunny? What else have you hidden, huh? Asked as he was now sitting on top of Jungkook. Sana, the baby, you better spill all the secrets today. Otherwise, baby, he sighed and began hesitantly. Well, there is something I need to tell you. And what is it? Sana looked at him curious. Taehyung, hey, he's my older brother. Jungkook took a deep breath. What? Sana's eyes widened in shock. Jungkook winced, expecting her to be mad, but instead Sana burst out laughing. Oh my god, this is hilarious. I can't believe you kept that from me. Jungkook joined in her laughter. I relieved that she was taking it so well. I didn't want to make things awkward, but I guess it's all out in the open now. You are such a dork, Cook, but I love you anyway, playfully smacking his arm. I love you too, Zana, and now that you know, we can all be one big, happy, weird family. Pulled her closer. I wouldn't have it any other way, smiling, her head on his chest. Determined to get answers, Wine called Taehyung and asked him to meet her at his house. She arrived at his doorstep, drenched from the rain, her emotions a whirlwind of confusion and hurt. When Taehyung opened the door, he saw her state. His concern was immediate. Wine, what happened? Why are you soaking wet? Wine looked at him, her eyes filled with unshed tears. Taehyung, do you really love me? Taehyung was taken aback by the question, but he quickly assured her inside, grabbing a towel to dry her off. Of course I do, Wine. Why would you even ask that? She hesitated, her voice trembling as he spoke. I overheard you talking to director Kang about how you proposed to me just to help with the movie. Realization dawned on Taehyung and he mentally cursed himself for not being more careful, but he quickly wrapped his arm around her, pulling her close. Why, listen to me. Yes, at first I did what the director asked because I wanted to help you feel comfortable, but that's not why I confessed. I genuinely love you, love. She looked up at him, her eyes searching his for the truth. Do you? Really? You're not lying, right? The young smiled softly, his thumb gently wiping away her tears. Undoubtedly, love. You're kind and talented, and you make me feel things I have never felt before. I fell in love with the real you, Ryan, and that has nothing to do with the movie. I'm sorry if it seemed like I was just playing a role, but my feelings for you are real. Ryan's heart swelled with relief and love as he gazed at him. I love you too, Taeyong. I needed to hear you say it. Taeyong leaned down, pressing a tender kiss to her lips. I will say it as many times as you need to hear it. I love you, Ryan. They held each other tightly, the rain outside forgotten, as they found comfort and warmth in each other's arms. The film wrapped up successfully, with both couples stronger than ever. Taeyong and Wyan's relationship continued to flourish, their love story no longer just confined to the screen. They supported each other through their careers and personal lives, becoming each other's greatest strength. Jungkook and Sana too were inseparable, their relationship filled with playful banter, passionate love, and a deep bond that only grew with time. As they all gathered to watch the premiere of the movie, the chemistry on screen was undeniable, but it was the love behind the scenes that truly made the film a masterpiece. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for future updates, like if this made your heart flutter, and comment your thoughts. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you. Bye bye.